Well, it's been a long time since Vaughan and I have talked about Wayne Brown, but we're going to today. So, Wayne Brown, Vaughan, what's your thoughts? How's his progression going?
Hey, kia ora, Max, and good to see you again, bro. Sheesh, who would want to be a leader these days, huh? You know, former Prime Minister Jacinta Ardern. We've got opposition leader Chris Luxon, All Blacks coach Ian Foster, all at the moment with their own challenges that they're trying to contend with. It's a bloody thankless task, which brings us to our very own Auckland City Mayor, Wayne Brown. Just 3 weeks ago, community leader David Latilli was on national television calling for him to step down because, in David's words, Wayne Brown was out of his depth, and that was amid the Auckland flood in January. And look, to be fair to David Latilli, Wayne's performance on TV was bloody cringeworthy. It had everybody going, "What are we looking at here?" And I won't. We'll move on, right? So I got heaps of messages following that from people saying, "Hey, Vaughan, you and Max endorsed Wayne to be mayor of Auckland. What do you got to say for your bloody selves now?" And I quickly responded by saying, "Calm down, grasshoppers. Now is not the time to throw Brownie out with the floodwater. Let's just settle down and do what we need to do, and not panic." And so here we are, a month later, and reflecting on all of that, we're having this corridor. So what do you feel about Wayne Brown 1 month out from the cringy moment?
Yep, we looked after Wayne Brown, and he came here, Vaughan. You and I interviewed him, and it was cringeworthy. It didn't really go well, and we had difficulties with it, so we broke it down into 26 different little short clips. Anyway, that really says he's not a good communicator, but he's got everything else we necessary. Now, when this city, as it is right now, struggling after the floods, there's some really hard decisions to be made. And look, already the Deputy Prime Minister, our Finance Minister, is talking about $1 trillion. And $1 trillion, folks, that's a lot of money. That's 1,000 billion. It's something that this country doesn't have. Now, if you're going to fix the infrastructure, it's got to be done. But look, we need an engineer in charge, and we've got one. He may not be good on the microphone or in the camera, but we've got an engineer. He can get through the BS. He will stop the bureaucrats from bluffing everybody with a whole lot of garbage. So he is the right man, in my view, Vaughan.
Yeah, nice, Max. And, in terms of, some words for those people that were looking to put, Wayne Brown's head on a plate 3 weeks ago, I'll put my cards on the table. I still believe Wayne Brown is absolutely the best person for the job. And I'll begin with, politics today is about perpetually kissing the public arse in such a way that it earns affection and popularity. Wayne Brown is not that. He's not that type of political animal. Never was, never will be. And look, a great leader does not need to be popular to be effective. So hear me out with this little bit, Max. Great leadership requires at least 6 traits, beginning with vision. Without vision, you're just a bloody donkey who wants to be a leader. Wayne's got that. Number 2, strategic thinking, using that information at hand to make sound decisions. Wayne absolutely has that. Number 3, integrity. Perhaps Wayne has a little too much of it in terms of honesty and transparency. Maybe he shouldn't talk about, his tennis club and that the fact that media may be drongos. So Wayne's got that. Max, number 4, adaptability, reading the play and having the courage to make the necessary adjustments. Wayne's got that. Communication skills, number 5, a no-brainer, right? Well, Wayne probably does not have that. So that's one of his 2 Achilles heels. And number 6, emotional intelligence, awareness of how people feel, how you feel. I think that's an Achilles heel for him too. So he's got a couple of chinks in his armor that need to be managed. So here's the thing, folks. Auckland needs to make massive changes in the way that it's been operating for the past 6 years when it was off to hell in a handbasket. Wayne Brown has the intellectual capacity to do that. So stay out of his bloody way. Let him get on and do his job. And if you don't want to see any more cringe-worthy awkwardness on national television from Wayne Brown, keep him away from the cameras, keep him away from the media. And by the way, Max, Auckland Council has 11,000 staff. Surely there's a Wayne Brown body double in there somewhere who can front the cameras and read from a bloody teleprompter. I don't know. What do you think, Max?
I think Wayne Brown's the ideal man. Let me just explain this, folks, and listen to me for a minute, because right now there's some very, 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 very hard decisions to be made. People are living in areas that are going to get flooded again. The infrastructure is going to cost hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, if not $1 trillion. It's got to take a lot of money and time. Somebody's got to make the hard decision. Hey, folks, you may have to leave your area. They're not going to like it. We need a mayor who doesn't give us decisions based on emotion, but gives us decisions based on fact and actually good logic. And Wayne's exactly that man. Too much in this world right now is, and we've had a leadership full of it, trying to tell people what they want to hear and trying to keep them on side. No, we need leadership to tell us what's best for all of us. And that's why we elect them. Wayne Brown is the right man for the job, Vaughan.